the last naturally aspirated Honda you can buy in 2024 with a manual transmission. Hard to believe, right? They used to be offered in just about every single model, but this exact car is the last Honda you can get with a manual transmission and a naturally aspirated engine. This is the Sport Hatchback with the K20C2 engine. The point of me making this video is not to show you that this car is by any means fast. The point of me making this is just to show you guys that this trim can still be fun as a daily driver. The advantages with this engine, as you just saw in the clips, is there's very minimal rev hang when you're upshifting through the gears at full throttle. The 1.5 turbos in the Civic Si and the Sport Touring with the manual transmission have significantly more rev hang, which kind of kills the driving experience despite the extra power. So an interesting comparison in acceleration would be to my old Civic, which is a 2010 Honda Civic LX Sport 5-speed manual that I daily drove for over 8 years. So here's a clip with them overlaid side by side. See, by the time I hit about 7 miles an hour in the 2023 Honda Civic Sport, the 2010 with the R18A1 engine was just hitting 60 miles an hour. So there is a huge difference. So my 2010 Civic in that clip weighs about 250 pounds less than this car, and on paper only has 18 less horsepower. So I'll throw the power to weight figures on the screen here right now, but they're very, very similar. And the substantial difference that is kind of off paper, and even though this car only has 18 more horsepower than that older car, it has dual overhead cam, it has variable timed cams, which is VTC, on the intake and exhaust port, and it has a true VTEC lobe on the intake cam that engages at 5500. The R18A1 engine was one of my favorite engines for daily because it was just absolutely bulletproof, and it was very simple to work on. I ran mine to over 200,000 miles and had zero issues with the engine. This K20C2 has a lot more going on. However, it's been proven to be reliable since its release in the 2016 Civic LX. So I have no doubts that this engine will carry this car through hundreds of thousands of miles without an issue, with nothing more than oil changes and a valve adjustment at probably every 100,000. I'm sure this engine with the CVT in the sedan trims and whatnot is not nearly as engaging to drive because the CVT tries to keep the RPMs as low as possible all the time for better mileage. But with the naturally aspirated K20, you want to be in the higher RPMs to have fun. So let me know your guys' thoughts below in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. But yeah, my overall thoughts with this car, I've owned it almost a year now, and in stock form, this is completely stock form, it is pretty fun to drive. It's not as much of a dog as the Civics in the past with acceleration. You can see it's got significantly less rev hang than my R18A1, shifting from red line and first to second there. You can see that 2010 Civic, the rev hang just stayed up way, way longer when the 2023 revs dropped really, really fast, which is a key to making rowing through the gears fun when you're upshifting. So just a little future sneak peek into what I'll be doing with this car in the upcoming videos. I have a few mods for this car. PRL high volume intake, I have a PRL rear motor mount with the EPDM bushings, and I also have K-Tuner V1.2 where I plan to have this car tuned and see if it can improve the off-throttle experience with the way the throttle body closes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my video linked below on Pedal Commander. I go into the stock throttle tuning pretty in depth in that video, so check that out. But yeah, that's just a look forward with this car. I have a couple mods lined up for it. There's not many people online tuning these, so I want to be one of the first to share that with you. So thanks for watching, guys. Give the video a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.